Hey guys, welcome back. I am Frenzy, this is Mighty Quest, and today we're going to be doing viewer castles. Alright, so first of all, if you guys want to be a part of it, if you don't know what this is, if you didn't watch the intro video, there's a couple of different ways you guys can contact me with your contact information, your in-game name, possibly your castle level, and your summoner level. You can email me. The email will be in the description. It is frenzycastleruns@hotmail.com. You can send do a comment in one of the videos, or you can attack my castle and leave a comment there saying that you want me to attack your castle. Alright, so this is the first guy. 3 days ago he asked me to do this, so finally I'm getting around to it. I'm not sure if he's a YouTube fan, or if he just attacked my castle because he is level 24, and he died to my castle. His castle level is 19, so I have to be a little bit careful. That's the same level as my castle. So I'm going to attack his castle. Obviously I'm level 24, but even sometimes I die in my own castle. So let's get into it. I gotta be a little bit careful, but at the same time, this looks like some sort of a pull. But yeah, it is. Okay, so you can see what's coming through here. I don't know about that. That's like a little bit questionable. Like I can start to attack them right now, and like this is okay. And he just died. So I'm not sure why that was so low level, but that was a Scorpio, I believe. Oh, that was pretty good. Okay, all right. That wasn't too bad. That actually, yeah, that came from off the screen, so I kind of like how that worked. I would say maybe to delay the shove on the Cyclops, because it actually shoved me out of the fire bombs. Right? You had this pulling me into the fire bombs, then the Cyclops hit me, and before the fire bombs actually went off and damaged me, I got shoved back. So I would say delay the Cyclops by turning him, and that's a lot better. Alright, so this is like okay placement, but it's not impossible to get away from. Okay, I like the archers. That's cool. Archers down the hallway is pretty nice. Stairmaster, I mean, it's an okay touch. Probably better against knights. So I mean, like that, the placement on that, like, I don't know, maybe turning it sideways would be better, but probably not. It's just, mousetraps are hard to use, and when they're on the corner like that, it's not as easy. So I saw that Pete Pound more a little bit too early. Obviously you can't... actually, I think you could. I don't know why you might not want like a Snotter up here or something, but... And like I'm not seeing any traps here. I'm not sure if you can't because of that mousetrap, but maybe a trap here, like a fire trap to keep me from just standing in the corner and waiting. Maybe a trap here. Okay, so I mean, I'm scared of this already, but like, let's just look. Okay, it looks like this was nothing. Alright, so I mean, I like these to actually have mobs on them, but I know you might not have supply or whatever. So I can see that. I saw that before I kind of got up to it, maybe tweak that a little bit, but I still get hit. Alright, well, I ended up dying. Well, I mean, if I wasn't talking and I was actually paying attention, I could have saw that and turned around the corner. But nonetheless, like, this is still fine, right? Like, this sort of thing catches a bunch of people in my castle as well, and I actually ended up dying. So, you get caught by this, and it's going to kill you. The only thing I would say is maybe moving the Snotter back so it just sees the corner of when they're exiting this. Like, they're going to go through this, and then the Snotter just sees on the edge of their aggro circle as they're going through. And then you have these guys back into this tunnel more. I think that would work a little bit better, but I mean, it still got me, so I mean, that's a classic setup. I kind of knew it was coming, but still got hit by it, so. Alright, so I mean, that's fine. Scorpio, I don't really have much to say about that. The slow trap is kind of weird. I would say maybe you want to be pulling them into a fire trap instead. Maybe move the archers back a little bit. I don't know, I haven't seen the room yet, but I saw the Snotter, and that, like, just seeing the Snotter might have made me keep going forward, but seeing the archers makes me pull back around the corner so I don't get shot by them. So I mean, having them back a little bit farther might be better. Alright, so you had a Jimbo here. I don't mind Jimbo. Like, I haven't gotten to use him all that much, but I know he's pretty good, especially as you level him up. He can almost one-shot people. I think you had heal instead of enrage. I don't know. I haven't used Jimbo enough really to comment on that, but I understand like you're defending him and all that sort of thing. I just know his attack is pretty slow, so I don't know how enrage would do there. It might be something you want to test out, but so I mean the archer's way across the hallway is good. I got shot by it. And you can't fit anything else with that, so I would see the Pete Poundmore pretty much every time. But Pete Poundmore can take a little bit of a beating, so I mean that's okay. Alright, so oh, we have a Zeke. That's cool. Zeke actually does quite a bit of damage now, but he's still not very tanky. Alright, it looks like I might be able to skip this group. If I can, I would say no. It looks like maybe this will aggro them. Yep, that's good. That's good. Oh, it even aggro's a Polar down at the bottom. Alright. I'll see if that pulls into anything. In a second. I have to use a potion. Yep, it pulls into a trap down there. So I'm trying to think how this was actually set up. So you had this guy all the way back down here. He was aggroed by this, but what if I had just aggroed from the top here? I don't think that would have actually worked. He would have just walked that way. I'm not sure if I like missed something there or something like that, but and then we have, it looks like the 3 Scorpios, so this is always fun. We have to go back around this corner or else I would get slaughtered by these things. 3 Scorpio combo in a boss room is, like, it's always good. There's not much you can say about that. Oh, it's 2 Scorpios and a Zeke. So yeah, I mean, pretty good. Obviously it killed me, so, you know, that's always a good thing. I got caught by that trap. I did see it coming, so I mean, just that one thing that I said. And yeah, it's a pretty good castle. Not too bad. Alright, number 2. We have Bestia. Asked me a couple days ago to do his castle. He's at defense level, I believe it's 215, so I think he has level 4 Hunger Bots, so he can do some nifty traps. This is probably a pull from down into this area, but I don't see anything. Looks like it might be a fake. Alright. Okay, so this is a lot like my dungeon actually already. I can see that he has like that linear corridor at the start. I mean, obviously, like the Cyclops and stuff, I remember doing things like this in my castle, and it just brings back memories, I guess. But he's using Zeke's a lot. I mean, Zeke's okay. You know, I like mouse traps up in that top area. It works pretty good. I don't know, you have a lot of slows here, and I think that's like... Alright, so yeah, the same basic thing that I have going on here. So obviously, I mean, I like this fine. Alright, so I'll pull through the wall again? Or just a fake? Okay, so he's using a lot of the fakes that I used to use as well. And I still use them every once in a while. Alright, so I see he's got a Hunger Bot over here. I'm just gonna go into the room so that I don't get hit by them. So I mean, I have this basic setup as well, so I can't see anything bad about this. I'm not sure if mine's this close to the wall. I think it is, but I mean, I always think about moving it down and over 1 square. That might interact with one of my trap setups, though. I don't know if it'll interact with yours. But even if they get pulled, it's kind of away. So yeah, I mean, I killed the bad dog, which is kind of a mistake, but... This is all fine. I don't mind this too much. He's got kind of the same, the linear corridor setup that I have, except he's doing it over and over. Which, like, as you repeat things more and more, people get better and better at dealing with it, right? If you have one person, the way I look at it, and the way I look at how I set up my dungeon, is like I have a series of tests to get to my boss room. And if you can pass each one, which is kind of different, the way that you deal with it is slightly different. If you can pass each one, then you can get to my boss room. But if you have the same test over and over again and they know how to deal with it, then they're going to get to your boss room. Okay, so I aggroed this guy over here, and I know that there's at least one derp over that way. So I'm not sure if I can just completely skip this or not. Actually, I have to try to get through this. I'm not going to, though. I mean, that's good placement. I like that. But I'm not sure, like, about this room just in general. I could have just kind of walked around like I'm doing in this one. I would, like, I know I can't skip this guy now, but I would be very careful to make sure, because I wasn't able to test it in this run, to make sure that this top side can't be skipped. I think it probably could be, if they just went south. So I would be careful with that. Alright, so these rooms are big time wasters. That's one thing that I know about these rooms. But, I mean, there's kind of just a lack of creatures in it. I'm sure that that's, you know, okay, so there was kind of a trap set up here. I'm kind of indifferent about the entrance point for this. I think it would be better if I came from the top side here, but because there's two entrances, you can't really, you know which way they're going to go. I also think that moving these slow traps down to about this area on both sides, so that they're slowed as they're entering into this, so they get pulled easier. And I don't know if your pull was lined up correctly, and I just kind of dodged it without really, trying. But yeah. Alright, so and then the same defense setup that I have here. So I would say, like, change up one of the rooms that you have, those linear corridors. Change it to something a little bit different. I'm not sure what you would change it to specifically. That's kind of your creativity to decide. And then also this end trap setup, I don't mind it at all, really. The only thing that I would say is to move your slows closer to this area, so I'm slowed as I'm coming into this area. And like, you might want to think about changing this as an entrance point and making it so they're always coming in from somewhere down in here, so that the hook flies up through this. You can see that I only have a small amount of time to decide what I'm going to do if I see a hook, rather than here where I have this entire area. Okay, so that's what I would say. But overall, it's not bad. A lot of the stuff that I use, you use, which is great. I just think doing the same rooms over and over is not quite as effective. Alright, good job. 5 stars. And we'll get on to the third and last one. Alright, well, last and final one, we have Britishpolak. His castle level is a 10, so he's quite a bit lower. Probably the easiest that I've done today. I just did them in order of as I got the requests today, but probably in the future I'll do easiest to hardest. Alright, so you have a pull through the wall, that's good. Alright. I'm trying to remember, but I think you get specializations on these guys. I would always put them on headshot, your archers. Also, this snotter, which is the secondary pull. Okay, so I realized you kind of can't do this because of the whatchamacallit, the springboard trap. I'm realizing kind of now why you had it like that, but I would prefer to almost maybe scrap that. I want to see where this goes, and move your snotter up more towards this area, somewhere in here, so that when this is getting pulled through, if you have impatient people, they'll kill this. They might not notice them coming through the wall, and they'll run up here, and then they'll pull 2 groups of mobs on their own. So let's see where this actually throws you. Okay, just back. Yeah, I wouldn't do this. Just scrap this, add different traps in here, probably kill the hunger bot as well, add something else, and just make a second mob group. I think if you're using springboard traps and it's not throwing you into an other group of monsters, it's pretty much worthless. I would say just maybe change that to a slow trap if you don't have mobs near it. Any traps you have that don't have mobs near it, I would say slow traps are better. Okay, this room in and of itself, I think maybe changing it to maybe a smaller area of a room, leading this... Well, you have the archer as well, so I mean that's okay, I guess. But just the fact that I can see him so easily and attack him from way back here, I think if it was a closed-in area, a little bit more closed in, it might make him a little bit more effective. Alright, these guys look like they're on the specialization for, you know, raising a ton of monsters everywhere. So that's probably good at your level. I would say that's fine. I like that just fine. You're going to have to change it up as people get better and better AoEs, because you saw how easily I could deal with that. Okay, I like this. This is good. I just wanted to like see that that would work. If I think you can't, but I was going to say if you could move this closer. What I would do if you're able to, because of the trap placements, is move this up more, so it's centralized around this area here, and then move your Cyclopses down towards these areas here, and then have them come in and kind of push you back as you're getting through the fire trap. They push you back into it, basically. Because as they are set up right now, they're aggroing as I come into the room, and they're pushing me through, like away from this fire trap. Kind of the same thing with this one, actually. So I'll talk about it again. So as I'm coming through into this mousetrap, you want to have it set up so I aggro right, like kind of at the edge, and you want to make it so I can't skip this area either. So you want to have like something over here so I can't skip it, and then a Snotter like right here, as its aggro circle is like right at the beginning of this room. So they're running through, and then the Cyclops pushes them back into the mousetrap. And I'm not going to make it in time, but that's just because I'm talking about everything as I'm going through it. I wouldn't loot anything from you anyway, so it's okay. I believe this is skippable, and this is as well. So these two mob groups, put one of them maybe in here, and then move one of them somewhere else where it's not skippable. Because I could skip one of these easily, and I could just go straight to the boss area. I like Dr. Skulls with a heal ability instead of a Robo Shieldatron. Robo Shieldatron and Defendatrons, like, they're basically the same now, just it's a little bit more of a tanky unit. Like, if you look at my defense setup currently, in my most current video, for my boss room, I like that better than kind of what you're doing here. I mean, this one isn't bad, but, yeah, I don't know. It's okay, it probably still gives people trouble. But I think it might be a little bit better with a Dr. Skull, Pete Poundmore, and two Robo Shieldatrons. I don't want to make like everybody do my same setup, but I mean it still works. So I mean you don't have to change that. I would just say the things that I mentioned about the timing on all of your like Cyclopses pushing them into traps makes them synergize more. But not too bad of a castle, not too bad. But with that, that's going to be the end of the video. If you guys want to be a part of it, like I said in the beginning, you guys can, you know, email me at frenzycastleruns@hotmail.com. You can leave a comment in the video giving me your in-game name, or you can attack my castle and leave a comment yourself saying that you want me to do your castle, and I will get to it as soon as I, you know, get enough people and get some free time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, you know, viewer castle run. I hope you guys give me some more names, and I'll continue to do this in the future. Thank you.